All right, guys. Yeah, so as you can see from the title, for the next 365 days, I'm going to do something epic. I've been trying to build something online. There's mostly on an online store selling stuff, let's say e-commerce. And yeah, I've experimented with TikTok Shop, which doing well, not too bad, not to the point what that I want. But for the next 365 days, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just block 1 hour every day, and at least 1 hour. It could be more. In the morning before I start my day job, I will try and build something for myself, and in the evening, I also block another 1 hour to do it. And this video is going to be very raw. I'm not going to edit it. I don't have time for the editing. Honestly, I don't even care if anybody watches. I'm doing this because I want to give myself that accountability. I want to tell the world that is what I'm doing for the next 365 days. And yeah, I don't even know whether I'm going to be successful, but what I can do is show up every day, which I've promised myself. And you guys who are watching me from day one, now I can see 3 people watching. I'm streaming on multiple platforms using StreamYard. So I'm not sure which platform people are watching, but yeah, for the next 365 days, today being Friday, 8th August at 6:28 p.m. where I am in the UK, I'm going to be doing this. The idea is that I want to build some success habits, one of them being consistency, which I pride myself to be very consistent. But for the couple of months that I've been trying to build something online, I've been given a lot of excuses and I've not been consistent. And secondly, I want to do this boring and unedited um, live videos mostly because I've been giving myself excuses to create content, but I'm like, oh, I need an editor, or I don't have time to edit, blah blah blah. I said, okay, I'm just going to be doing these videos. I'm not going to edit. It's going to be boring. It's basically me trying to build something online using, AI agents like ChatGPT and all of that. And people can decide to join me, do it or not. So today, the plan is that I'm going to start. I'm going to start. I want to be working on my Etsy shop. So I've got an Etsy shop. I'm going to share now. Um, uh, yeah, let me share my Etsy shop. 1 second, guys. I'm still learning how to use this streaming thing. I'm using StreamYard. By the way, you guys in the comment section, you will see uh a referral link to StreamYard. If any of you want to use it, that would be great. It will help me to be able to do these videos for the next 365 days. But hey, it's not. I'm not saying by force people should use it. So let's see. So I have been trying to build something on Etsy. Basically, print on demand t-shirts. As you can see, it says your monthly statement for July is available. I have not earned anything yet on Etsy. I think, let me see, when did I start? I think that's for the past 2 months or so. Yes, so let's see. This year I started. Yeah, I think there is a part that shows you when you started, but it's not been more than 2 months or 3 months, and I've not earned anything on Etsy yet. Okay, people clicking on my stuff, but nobody buying. But I think one of the reasons is that I've not been very consistent, to be honest. I have just put some few listings on my store, and I feel like I people will buy. But if you listen to so-called Etsy experts, um, one of the things they say is that you have to be consistent. You have to be consistently uploading new listings on your store. So I've not been doing that. So I don't really deserve to be successful, if I'm being fair. So it's one of the reasons why I've given myself this challenge. Every day I'm going to be working on this store, and I'm going to, you guys are going to be watching to see, am I going to be successful? I don't know, but I'll try. Apart from my Etsy store, I have this TikTok shop that I'm trying to sell beauty products. Yeah, and this TikTok shop, I've I've owned it for about a good more than 3 months, and as you can see, I've also not earned anything yet. I've got some few products that I've listed here. I try even listing some of my print on demand products. Yeah, but it's basically these products that I've listed here. Yeah, now I will be trying to make some success out of it and see how it goes. For the next 365 days, we'll just be working on it. So if you're watching me, I want to promise you that this video streaming is going to be very boring, because it's going to be this guy trying to list stuff online, trying to do SEO, trying to, you know, build momentum and consistency into something I'm trying to build online. So if you are looking for fancy video with fast spacing and good editing and all of that, this is not for you. But if you want to be encouraged to see somebody who is trying to build something online, then maybe this is for you, and you can join me so that we have fun doing it. But hey, so that is the premise, that is the contest. So yeah, without talking too much, I've already talked a lot. I'm going to yeah, I think I'm going to do it on the screen here. So let's look for 1 hour timer. Yeah, I mean, at least every day for 1 hour. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so and now the time I've started. Okay, so today I'm going to be working on, I'm going to leave here on my Etsy shop today. So as you can see, I've got a lot of listings here. Let's go to listings. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why people are not buying. I don't think my listings are very bad. Most of them are t-shirts. So if I come here and I do view on Etsy, this is the how my t-shirts appear on Etsy. It's not really bad, to be honest, but I've not really been successful yet because nobody has bought anything yet, which is fine. As I said, I've not really been consistent. Okay, I should be really, uh, you know, uploading every day. I've not been doing that. So partly I've got myself also to blame. He says I've been on Etsy since 2025. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and upload new listings today and see how it goes. Okay. So I've got 15 free credits because of my subscription. I've got SC Plus. So it means that I can list 15 things for free. Yeah, so what I do is that I use ChatGPT to generate my image. If you don't know, ChatGPT is now very, very good at generating images. Okay, so um, I use ChatGPT to generate my images, and I also, if I want to, edit the image and make it very good, then I um, use Canva to do that. I try not to use a pro for most of these things I'm doing unless it's absolutely important, because the whole idea is that if you start a business and you're not really making money and you start paying for all of these SaaS, software as a service resources that you have, you run out of cash. So my argument is that start with the free ones. Of course, there are some that you've got to pay for, because they will just give you some few days of free trial, and if you don't pay for it, most of the stuff that you need, you can't access it. So I don't really want to pay for it until it becomes absolutely important. But hey, Canva Pro, in this 365-day journey, you see that in one of those days, hopefully when I start making money out of the store, I will upgrade to Canva Pro so that I don't pay from my own pocket. It will come from the business. So that is a plan. But for now, because I generate the images in Chat GPT and I try to give a lot of details to Chat GPT so that it gives me a wonderful image, I don't really think I need Canva Pro. Okay. Right. With that said, I also have got this. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is my. Okay. Looking for a folder. A folder. Where is that folder? I think it to be here. So I've got this template where I put documents, prompts that are working for me. I'm not sure whether it's this thing. No, it's not this one. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I think I have it somewhere. I don't remember, but what I'm going to do is that I am going to create something like I'll call it Chat GPT prompts. And the reason I want to do that is I want to have a collection of prompts that are working for me, so that I will be able to always use them, and don't have to keep guessing when anytime I come here try to create the images. Okay. All right. So in creating the image, so for example, if I come to listings and I click on add, okay, I need to do category and all of that. But the good thing is that I don't need to worry myself about that, because I can duplicate an existing image and it will just populate most of the things for me. So that's what I'm going to do. But we want to know the photo requirements, the image requirements. Okay, so it says use a JPG, GIF, or PNG. The recommended size is 200px for the shortest side and a resolution of 72 ppi. Keep it under 1 megabyte for faster uploading. So I'm going to copy this part. That's the photo requirement. I'll just put it here for the meantime, because when we are writing the prompt, I want this to feature, so That is it. So if you look at my store, what I've been trying to do is I will close this one. I've been trying to uh yeah, discard this. I've been trying to create what we call the print on demand t-shirts. Okay. Print on t-shirts. So um I'm looking for, because I've not been very, very consistent. I've even forgotten how to navigate the store. But I'm looking for uh, I'm looking for what am I looking for? I'm looking for a filter that shows the kind of stuff I've been putting there. Yeah, I will do that, but um let's see. Okay, that's fine. So um let's look at the t-shirt. I'm just gonna um say copy this t-shirt. So I'm going to create a new t-shirt out of this. So I used to have Printify. I still have. I've connected my shop to Printify, um, but I've not been using Printify lately because I realized that because I'm using Printify, honestly, my listings have become very, very expensive because if I do the listing on Printify, I have to pay, because Printify have to add their own profit and all of those stuff. It makes the item very expensive. And when I come, to Etsy, it also wants to have their own share of the money, of course. So their platform fees, their whatever, also makes the item expensive. So after paying what Printify needs from me and after paying what Etsy needs from me, if I also add my profit margin to the t-shirt, you realize it's very little, maybe £2 or £3 profit margin. Sometimes if you are not careful, you'll not even get anything at all. So I've been trying not to use Printify, even though I know that if I get an international order, maybe I'm going to use Printify. But what I realized that there are some local print on demand companies here in the UK. So if I get an order in the UK, my plan is to print with them instead of using Printify. Okay, that will be cheaper, in my opinion. I don't know. Um, I will see how it goes. But for now, I'm not going to create any listing on Printify and connect it to my Etsy shop. I'm just gonna, do it from here. Okay, so this is a copy of a listing. And like I said, I always copy a listing so it becomes easy. So I'm just going to get rid of these images. Get rid of these images. I'll leave this chart because I use it for all my listings. It's a t-shirt chart. And I am going to also get rid of the description. And I'll come down here. These prices, fine. We'll leave it as it is. Okay. And I'll leave the tags as it is. I might change some of them depending on what I'm going to create and all of that. Okay. Brilliant. Good. Okay. So there is a trick that I used some time ago. called the buyer profile. And I learned this from one lady who and her husband have been doing print on demand. They don't sell on Etsy, they sell on their own Shopify store. I've got a Shopify store, which in this journey of 365 days trying to build something online, I'll also be doing my listings on Shopify. What I'm trying to do is I want to build both Etsy and Shopify at the same time. And they advise that you don't have to build everything on Etsy because Etsy is not your business if you build everything there, and it's very high risk. Um, they have a reputation of closing down people's store for no reason. Sometimes they close it down because you violated some of their rules, but sometimes somebody can just report you that you've stolen my design, and sometimes they will close it down without even consulting you or asking you. Yeah, so it is the advice that is really risky building all your business on, an online platform or a marketplace like Etsy. Okay, so I've also got a Shopify store which I've not worked on for a long time. Yeah, but in this journey, we are going to do that. So, um, in order to understand the people that I'm trying to serve, um, I learned from Maggie. Yeah, I think the lady's name is Maggie. She's a very successful. Actually, she's a nurse, and I believe she's still doing it. So she's got a day job, and she just spends the free time, early morning, evening, to build something online. And this lady says, and the husband have been doing print on demand between the two of them. I think more than 15 years, and she's been very successful. They've been making millions of dollars every year. So this thing is possible, just that it takes a lot of work. Okay. I mean, there are a lot of so-called online gurus who will come and tell you it's easy. It's not. Okay. If you're looking for easy, as I said from the beginning, then this life is not for you. And like I said, it's raw. It's a raw footage. I'm not going to edit. I don't have time to do that. And I'm not going to pay anyone to do the editing. So yeah. Okay, we've already spent 15 minutes and I've not done any listing and I've been talking blah blah blah. Let's try and do some listing before we run out of the time. Okay. All right. So you can start with this um what's the name? Prompt. Okay. He says, I want a full buyer profile grid for the UK using every one of these buckets: core demographics, age, gender, income, education. So your core demographics, daily life and routines, animal archetype, inspiration, geographic insights, cross niche passions, language and slang, work life snapshot, food and drink, values and emotional drivers, identity, blah blah blah. Think of it as a one page cheat sheet for the motivation and inspirational niche. Yeah. So my niche, I call it the motivation and inspirational niche. I like inspiring people. I like things that are motivational. So that is the niche that that I'm targeting, the t-shirt niche. So it depends on the niche that you want to target. Okay, the so-called experts say that you have to find a niche. Is it niche or niche? I mean, whichever way you want to pronounce it. So I actually use ChatGPT. This one is ChatGPT 5. So yeah, it's the flagship model. By the way, my ChatGPT is a paid one. It's not a free one. So if you are using the free one, you realize there are some things that I'll be able to do that you may not be able to do. I like I said, I try not to pay for things which are free, but some things are worth investing in. Okay, I didn't like the idea of using ChatGPT in the middle of it. It says I've run out of credit. So I said I'm just gonna pay for it. And honestly, it's been worth it because I've been using it for a lot of things. And it's made my life very, very easy. Okay, so this is a very interesting prompt. I'm just gonna put it here. I'm gonna get rid of these. Just gonna put them here. Okay, so this is the prompt that I used. As you can see, after 39 seconds, it generated something powerful for me. Okay, and the next prompt is that using the UK motivational and inspirational enthusiast by one-page cheat sheet, can you come up with creative ideas that I could make t-shirt designs about? They should all evoke emotion based off of the research we have done about the niche. Okay, so that is the second thing. And I'm collecting these prompts because I want to keep a prompt library. So let me rename it and make it ChatGPT prompt library. Yeah. If the prompt works, I collect it. If it doesn't work, I get rid of it. So for now, it gave me what I wanted. So it gave me all of these. Yeah. Lionheart mode on, rise, burn, bright, repeat, sorted vibes, glow up in progress, park, run, park, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it gave me these. Then I started creating. So once you get all of these, it sort of tells you the visual style and the emotion that is going to evoke. So it gave me something wonderful. And it also gave me design and production tips. So I started creating the images. Like I said, ChatGPT is now great. Even with the Model 5, I think it's even going to be better. You know, yeah, I created a lot of images. Okay. Yeah. I mean, look, if you go to these online stores, Etsy and all of that, almost everybody is using AI to generate images. Okay. I mean, if people come and look at it and say that it's AI generated and because they won't buy, it's fine. Okay. You just have to do the numbers game. People will find it nice and they will buy. Okay. So you can see that I have based off of that, I've been able to create a lot of wonderful images. Okay. And when I'm creating the image, I try to give it some bit of details. I said, create the image for the concept below. The image should be transparent and the size should be the sweet spot upload size for Etsy listing. 3000 by 2250 pixels, 4:3, large enough for the zoom tool without pixelation, fits X's default crop in set feeds, and on the up, make the image landscape to have with X's search thumbnail. The font of the text should be the retro groovy version, glitchy color fills. The text should be a 70s style bubble font in warm, earthy tones, and everything should sit on a transparent 3000 by 2250 pixels canvas. And I add the concept, the image concept. How did I come with this prompt? I research the kind of image that is perfect for Etsy. And based on that, I came with this. Okay. So we're going to copy this preamble prompt here because it is something that works. Okay, good. So let me try and create some of these images. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the first prompt or the second prompt rather. So I'm going to say use a UK Mm, yeah, and I'm going to ask it to give me image ideas. I'm doing that because I've we now have a new um model, chat GPT 5, so I'm assuming it's even going to create something better. So let's see what it comes out with. Okay. Absolutely drawing from the UK motivational, inspirational enthusiast, blah blah blah. So it's giving me everyday empowered, made of rain and sunshine, watercolor, blah blah blah, strength and softness. Hand drawn, further morphing into a sword. Small steps, big feels, retro sneakers. Okay. So growth and transformation bloom. All right. So what I will tell you to do is that for uh, what I actually wanted is, so I will take this and say and give it another prompt. Or let me say, uh, I'm just going to say for this image concept or for this idea, can you, so what I want it to do is this. Let me show you an example. So for example, here you could see that it tells you the visual concept. Okay. And the emotion it will evoke. So for this idea, can you add a visual concept and the emotion the image can evoke? The flyer. And I'm going to add this. So this is the concept, but I want more details. Okay. Yes. Okay, so this is it. Now I can now use this prompt, and I will say, create that, and I will add the whole of this. No, no, no. Okay, sorry. It's not. It's rather this one. Sorry. Let me copy the right one. The third one. The third prompt is the one for the creation. So I will come here and do this, and I will add this whole thing to it. So I'm giving it a lot of details. When it comes to ChatGPT and all AI LLMs, the more detail you give, the better. It helps it to know what it wants to do. Just make sure that the details are not conflicting and it makes sense also. Okay. So you can see it's going to work. It's creating the image. Okay. So I'll come here. I've got 2 terabytes of I don't know why this Loom is all everywhere. I've got 2 terabytes of Google Drive. Okay, so what I try to do is that I try to put all my images here. So I'm going to create a new folder and call it 365 days list. Yeah, something like that. And I will create day 1. And I will be putting the images in here, make it all good. So that's the image that we got, made of rain and and SWN sunshine. So you can see that the image, first of all, is transparent, which is good, but you can see the spelling is awful. So SWN, I don't even know what that is. So I am going to dislike it, and I'm going to say inaccurate test rendering and submit. So I'm just going to say the image, and sometimes what I do is I copy the image. The image you've just created has got some inaccurate test rendering. I have no idea what SWM is. Can you redo the image by correcting the test and ensuring accurate spelling and test rendering? Yeah. So I'm asking ChatGPT to create the image again. Yeah. Believe me, when ChatGPT started, for those of you who have been using it since it started, it couldn't even create an image. Now they keep making it better and better and better. And that is why I believe that you need to invest in it, because every 30 to 90 days, it gets better. So if you are really investing in it, it's not a waste of money, in my opinion, because it keeps getting better and better. Okay, it keeps getting better. Sorry, guys. This that was an echo from one of the streaming platforms that I'm using. I just wanted to see if the streaming is happening on all platforms. Okay, so let's wait for our image. The image generation can take a while. Yeah, and if you're watching, that is the boring part I'm talking about. But I want you guys to see every day the struggle I have to go through, and the fact that maybe I will show up every day for at least 1 hour and still not be seeing results, but I will keep doing it for the next 365 days. Okay. Sometimes people will be like, I tried something and I wasn't successful. And the question is, did you really try? And sometimes I've been saying that, oh, I tried this business or I tried this opportunity, I wasn't successful. But if you're being honest, you didn't show up every day. If you showed up every day, even if you are doing the most boring business, I believe you are going to be successful. Okay. So it says made of rain and sunshine. Okay, so still don't like it. Okay, I'm not sure why it's doing that, but you can see that it's still not good. So normally what I do is that when it's doing that, I give them feedback, and maybe I'll inaccurate edit it because now the spelling is okay, but then I leave it and I I move on to the next one. Okay, so let's move on because we've got a lot of concepts. So I don't want to waste my time. So I would duplicate this so that I don't have to keep scrolling up. One will be for the referencing and the other for uh, generation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this creation uh, creation prompt again, and I will try the second one. Okay, I'll just leave this for now. And the next one is strength in softness. Before I do that though, okay, I think I don't need to do the visual concept because it looks like it's already here. So I'm just gonna copy this. Maybe if you give too many words to ChatGPT, it becomes confused. So this time I'm not gonna say you should give me a visual concept because it looks like it's already in there. I'm just gonna ask it to create. So create the image for the concept below. The image should be transparent, blah blah blah. So I've got that. All right. So let's look at what will come out for the next one. Yeah, so if you just joined, I am trying to build something online for the next 365 days. The challenge started today. Today is day one. Um, that is, I started about 35 minutes ago. We've got about 25 minutes now. Yeah, you can see that I've not listed anything yet. It can take time, but never mind. If I'm able to get at least one image, I'm going to list it. Then uh, you see how it's done. So it's creating the image. Hmm. Strength in what's this? Strength in softness. Oh, okay. I I don't know. Okay, so strength in softness. Hmm. So I'm just gonna say you can see that S it didn't create the S. So I'm just gonna dislike it and say inaccurate text render. The problem with AI image generators is always the issue is always the text. You know, they have problem rendering the text. So I'm just gonna say like the image created, but you dropped the first S in softness. Can you read and read? Yeah. So I've asked it to regenerate. Let's see what it comes out with. Whilst we are waiting, we will try and enjoy some bit of music to make the whole thing a bit fun. But we are waiting for the image to be generated. Like I said, it's boring. It's sometimes you can wait and you don't really see what it's doing. Okay, right, it's worse. Okay, I don't think this model is good at generating. Sure. Because I think we've tried for the past probably about 40 minutes and it's been successful. Hmm. What but 255 Pro I've already got this. So I'm not sure because keep giving me let me ask. Let me see. It looks like GPT GPT is not great at test. Which of your models which which of your models which of your models is great at very good strategy the answer and problem because it's a line on GPT based is included. Statement. Okay, if you want, I can switch to a Deal 3 style control so we can feature design style of this perspective. Yes, I want you to do that. But the image here is very big. Yes. It says I can switch to keep the Bluetooth. Okay, so here go ahead. Let's see if if it becomes good, then I'll copy it. That's what it comes. Okay, yeah, it's too bad. What do you guys think? Right? So I hope you saw what just happened. ChatGPT was giving me very bad image test. And I told it that it's like the more new model is not great at the job. So which model can I use? And it says got will either ChatGPT can use it, and it created its own prompt. You know, uh, it's not too bad. I sort of like it. The only thing is that if I'm using this inside of, let's say, a white t-shirt, I don't know how up here. So I think that's great. So I will, yeah, well, yeah, because once you put it, it becomes like an asset. Okay. Because all of these images, we can sell them. One of the ways, one of the things you can do. This kind of is like one of the create a bunch of good images. One of the things I would do is apart from using it as visual, I can also sell it to people who use it. Because you see the amount of time it takes to generate even one good image. When you're watching these guys YouTube, who editing, aspects, you make it like in here. I've started 1 hour, it's 13 minutes, and I've reached successfully creating just it's not that easy, but it, I like this product, so I'm not gonna call. I'm gonna Yeah, uh, I'm just gonna hold it. Let me sort of remember that it's to be a ah, holding it. I would right. Then, then, okay. So that I remember. Brilliant. So that's the first. Now that I've got the first image, what I'm going to do, it looks like the image is fine. So what I'm going to do, I will come here and I will, uh, I will, I will need to go to Canva, um, but look at this. We try to create this transparent 3000 by 2250 pixels. So in Canva, the prompt, not the prompt, the thumbnail, the recommended size, um, we can use normally I gonna refer to 2000 pixels. Yeah, 3000. 3000. I will get custom size. Edited. So let's cut, upload. Remember, it's already the background good, and what I'm not Canva has not the background because I'm ChatGPT. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so this one, yeah, let's see one, and I download. Normally, what I'll do is that I'll create a lot of images, but I want to show you how. And the image should be in PNG. Yeah, then you can do the list. Okay, so now the next thing to do is after I've got the images, I need mockups. Okay, mockups. Very important. Yes, you need that. Um, so I mean the image. So what I do is I will not do the same. Add another. I want to abstract. So the first one I ask, what are the many sites? No, what are the sites? Oh, that's so again, it will be the same. Okay, that's interesting. So it's 3,000. Right. So that's so I'm just I will take meetings editing about about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna say ways of happiness or the image or the image showing substance. Very much markup ideas. I would like to use L3 style to use the L3 style generation to create the mockups. Um, what I'm going for another smoke. For some people said, "Oh, okay, so I've captured it. Let's see. Yeah, what I'm talking about. I'm doing another. Let's go to type. Okay, so if 1 hour is ready, I have to prepare and go and do my day job. But I am going to do another 30 minutes because I'm having fun doing this. And I hope you too were having fun doing it with me. So it says 7:35. I can do another one. My day job starts at 8:30. So and I work from home. So I can still do another 30 minutes. So I'll add this there. Uh, yeah, I'm just looking for. I like those t-shirt mockups, which is noted. So I'm going to noted. It's noted edge the women's mockups. Noted numbers. Not seeing a lot here. Mhm. Yeah. Um. I have attached some t-shirt or t-shirt mockups that people are selling. Let's to give you an idea what I mean. But let your mouth be better. I sell those. So I want those and I do not want any image because I want an image in myself. So I will say, can you rate different prompts I use to rate apps? Remember, I'm using remote apps. Yeah, remote apps. So recommend a service is this. That's accessories and brain study. So it's going to give me the prompts that I'm using to create apps. Honestly, you don't need to really think about it. You can see that it's a bit time, and I don't think this method is really scalable. But as I keep doing it every day, I'll get better. It's a whole idea. Time is coming, a very fast way of generating images without children. So it's giving me various prompts. So for example, for the first one, lifestyle includes minimalism. I say a flat lay like unisex t-shirt. Okay. To a speech. Always good to look into. Say create. You need to create that. Like I said, I'm taking my time to create that because not will not just use it for my t-shirts. Also, because all of these images are images that you can actually sell um, on Etsy. A lot of people sell prompts, sorry, not prompts, mockups. Um, Etsy mockups images because it takes time. Even though if you can, everybody has ChatGPT, you can pay, right? You can use the paid version and all of that. But you can see how it is time consuming trying to get, you know, these things to actually work. Yeah, image generation is a bit slow, and sometimes when you wait for it to get generated, it doesn't even give you what you want. So if you have a library of these images and people can download, let's say, 100 mockup images for the whole bundle for £5, a lot of people will be happy to do that. Yeah, so for me, I want to take my time to generate these images because at the long run I also want to sell these images in my Etsy shop. Okay. Yeah, so it is generating. Let's see what comes up with it. It might be I will like it or I won't like it. So let's see. Yeah, for those of you who have been watching, I've seen 3 people watching on X and 1 person watching on what's the name? Twitch. Thank you for staying with me till now. It's boring, I know, but hey, who says making money is always fun? It's not always fun. So yeah, no fancy cameras, no mic, nothing. We just want to get the shit done. So I'm gonna say raw mockups. I'm creating a folder, calling it raw mockups. Then I'll have another folder that's is edited mockups. Okay. So I will go to Canva again. Maybe create another place where I will do the mockup. So let me create a folder. Move this a folder. I will say um move to I wanted to create a folder really just to make sure that I've got everything in one place. Move to a folder. Okay. Create new folder. I also call it day 1 365. Okay. Yes. So that I have all my stuff at that place. Brilliant. So yeah, I'm gonna upload. So I've got this raw mockups. Upload this. Yeah, so you can see that it's generated in such a way that it's easy to just expand it here. Yep. So that is the first. It's beautiful, isn't it? First mockup. Then we have the next one. I will tell ChatGPT to create the next one. So I just copy the prompt and I will say create. So I like the first mockup idea, so I'm just gonna add another tab and say uh, I'll call it mockup prompt ideas. Because like I said, I wanna do you know that people actually sell mockups? It will surprise you that people sell mockups. Yeah. So I'll keep it there. Yeah. People sell mockup and people sell prompts that are used to create these mockups. Yeah. Believe me. The kind of stuff that people sell, it it tells you that if you really want to do this, it's possible. So let's wait for it to get generated. It is generating. You can see it takes time. It takes time for the generation to be done. Yeah, so uh it's not really easy waiting, but if you wait, you're gonna get it. Yeah, this is next mockup. Okay, let's download it to the local. I'll come here and put it in the raw mockup folder. Then I would come to mockup folder and I will add the next one. Expand it. That's the next mockup. Yep. Let's create the next one. But you can see because I do most of the work in ChatGPT, I don't even need Canva to do any editing stuff for me. Okay. So the next is create this next mockup. So create. No, people wouldn't like the natural pros, black fitted t-shirt, blah blah blah. So it's creating the next mockup for me. Yeah, so let's wait for the next. let's mock up. I don't like shape. I don't think it's shape. Instead of it becoming landscape, is portrait. Only now I want to be portrait. I don't think it really stepped the size. 8,000 by 25 shouldn't. As you can see, it's sort of generating. That's not really what I want to do. Sometimes okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to download this already. I'll modify it. I'll download it up. And I'll pick the same thing. Black fit. And I'll say landscape. I'll add landscape to it. Ensure noted. Normally I like noted. Alright. Some few things to the prompt so that I can get something way better than what I've got. So sometimes you need to do that in order to get something. Let's see what can work out. Okay, guys, I'm going to make some coffee. Hold on, before I go make the coffee, let's generate it by the name of it. Like I said, so I'm going to let it do it again. Something activity can be like the on key. You tell it yes, it does whatever. Listen to my comment. bosses tell us what they want us to do. Wasn't it? So I've got my AI employees. I need to tell them I am my captain. Okay, so if you guys hear some noise at the back, it's my phone. So I'll try to leave it so that you don't hear, but can't help it. I'm going to get a coffee while the image is created, but I'm going to tell ChatGPT that it didn't do what I do. So first I will say, nice try, but check is not at the right try. Whilst trying to do it again, I will go and get myself the coffee. I'll be right back. welcome back, guys. Got myself a nice cup of coffee. Yeah, we're going to be closing soon. My family is awake, so I'll be a lot of fun. But I can't tell them to shush because I'm doing live. I'm going to be fair to them. So we'll do a second version of day one after my day job. Or I'm going to do something after normally. I like early morning. So now ChatGPT has given me exactly what I want. So we have a system. Tell it to do something. Just take it like that. Not tell it this is what I'm going to do it. And the reason why I like the mounted t-shirt is that people like it. I don't know. I don't know if it's psychological or what, but it looks good. Okay. 10 minutes run so quick when you're having fun. So 30 minutes is up. Let's try and get somewhere with this whole thing. Yeah, so there we go. So when you have this, what is going to happen is that with these mockups, okay, we can now put our raw image. I think we already have it. So, this image. I thought I already have it. Okay, I'm gonna bring it here again. Now we can image in it. So for example, this here. See, that's what we are trying to achieve. So I copy the same thing. If the image wouldn't look good, let's say in the white, I can decide to create something that will blend well with the white background, but it looks okay. And then I paste this image in the black. Try and position in a way that will make it look good. So you can see that's what this is what we call your mockup. You know, yeah. 8:07. Oh, I still have some time. My job has not started yet, so let's try and create the next one. So lifestyle coffee shop setting. You know, lifestyle mockups are important because people, when they see your mockup, they imagine themselves wearing that T-shirt. That is why it should be a mixture of no people, no lifestyle, and my lifestyle. Okay, so I'm gonna tell ChatGPT that we create prompt. Now buy unisex T-shirts draped casually with a backup printed. Okay, so I'm gonna create one without it tied in knotted, and I'll see how it goes and maybe update one, make it knotted. Right? Yeah, so for those of you who joined today, I'm trying to resurrect my Etsy store. I've not been consistent. I've tried to create, I've got this Etsy store, but I've not been, you know, constantly uploading listings as I should, and I'm trying to change that. So for the next 365 days, what I've decided to do is that I'll spend some time every day in the morning before my work and in the evening after my work. Spend some time to try and get my store up and running. I don't know whether I'm going to be successful doing that. I can't control the outcome, but what I can control is show up every day. Okay, that I can control. So I'm just going to focus on what I can control. That is the process, and leave the outcome to God. You know, by putting the work, reward will be success. It's going to require success. Okay, it could also be that after spending so much time in this, I will still not be successful, which I don't wish for myself, but let's see how it goes. This is very, I don't think. Okay, that you look. What do you think? Yeah. I don't. I think if anybody says it, be like, "Oh, this is so AI," but who cares? Somebody will also like it. So, okay, let's put it here and go to Canva. Where is this? It should be the same. Okay, so this. This. Okay, so yeah, that's it. It's not so yeah, people like it, somebody don't like it. It's a numbers game, baby. So the thing about creating these podcasts is that I'll be able to use them, you know, maybe for about 10 listings and change into new fresh podcasts. So in subsequent listings, it could be faster than this. You know, this one seems it's not smart. It takes this long to do this listing, then I'll probably will not be able to do this kind of business because I don't have time to do that. Well, you could employ me to do it for you. Honestly, yeah. I don't mind doing this full time if I'm earning good money and I'm being paid well for it. For somebody who wants me to manage their Etsy shop for them. I can't promise you success, but what I can promise you is that I will show up every day and do the work. Yeah. Just as I'm showing up for myself. So yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. So that is what we've got for this one. So Dale is doing wonderful stuff here. Okay, let's upload this one. Okay, so what do we do with this? Put it in there. Perfect. Yeah. Let's create the list. Mockup number 6. Great. Okay, so after this mockup, I'm going to do the listing. Then what I'm going to do is that in my next live, I will add the other mockups to it. But because of the time, I will try and complete the listing. You can see that I'm doing most of it using ChatGPT and Canva so far. Yeah, so pretty simple. I mean, you don't have to complicate it. You don't have to come. Okay, I think we can finish the mockups actually before I do the full listing. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure how I am going to put the image in it, but we'll see. I think Canva has a way of doing that. Let me see. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do it like that. That way. Is that all right? Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. Not too bad, isn't it? Okay. All right. So we have it there. Let's move to the next one. Number 7. And we say create. Yeah, I really like the images that are being created. It's so it looks real. I mean, if you look at this one, you could see that it's like, you could see that um shade and everything. It makes it look so real. Yeah, it's wonderful. Really, really wonderful. All right, let's wait for the next image. Yeah, this image, very creative, not too bad. We will download that. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I think we are almost there. After that, we will look at how we can generate the description. So the title, we put in our photos. We will let Canva generate the video. Then we put a description, and everything can be generated by just prompting Chat GPT, and you change it to suit the way you like it. If you need to make any changes, honestly, if you give it a very good prompt, it will do everything for you without making any changes. To be honest, so let's see what the next image is gonna be. Yeah, interesting. Don't really like this image, but again, we will use it. It will surprise you. The one that you don't like is what people like. So yeah. So for the last one, I want it to generate mockup with a human. So I would say all the prompts so far generate mockups with no models or humans. Can you give me 5 prompts in the same style above. Well, let me make it 4 so that it will give me 2 black, 2 white in the same style as above. That will generate, that will help me create more cups like the ones attached. So I want it to give me prompts that will let me generate a lot more cups like this. Yeah, so it's giving me these. Okay, so you can see daughter crying at the background. You know, a lot of people wouldn't do these things because they will use their kids as an excuse. Oh, if I try to create content, my kid will make noise at the background. Hey, if you keep making that excuse, you'll do nothing. Okay. You need to make money to take care of these kids. And if you let them be the reason why we are not going to do it, then I don't know. I don't know. I've always say that it's because of my kid. That is why I need to do this. Because whatever I'm creating is gonna be an example for her, and it's also gonna give her some good life. Hopefully, if I become successful. If I don't become successful, it will give me, it will enrich my advice to her. I'll be able to tell her all the experiences, and hopefully she wouldn't fall into the same trap that I fell into, and maybe she will be successful. But I believe I'm going to be successful with this thing. Okay, I believe so. If I show up every day for the next 365 days, man, come on, God is going to look favorably on me and make it successful. Yep. For those 4 people who have been with me for about 2 hours, wow, I am grateful to you guys because I know this is boring, but you've stayed with me. Thank you. I hope you don't just watching, but you're also doing it alongside me. It will be great for us to build something together. To be honest, I'll be happy to even start interviewing some of you, yeah, along the line. Okay, so this is what we've got. Not bad, not bad at all. So I will download this. All right, guys. So I'm gonna end the streaming here, and We will continue in the evening after my day job. I need to start working now. Thank you all for joining. I know that is boring, but for me, it's been fun. So, yeah, we will catch up again in the evening and do part two of day one of 365 days trying to build an online business. I'll see you again in the next life. Bye for now.